there's two things that will never disappoint you. One is IMCA Stock Cars, and two is IMCA Stock Cars at Mooney and Connie Starr's Batesville Motor Speedway. 6 Schoenfeld header qualifiers were on the docket for Friday night. 6 of the best races. We saw 2, 3, 4, almost 5 wide racing in the stock cars. Modifieds, first-time winner. Chanley Putterman picked up his first Batesville Motor Speedway win. But I tell you, let's go ahead, rewind, and take a look at some of those amazing stock car highlights.
Getting ready to go. Schoenfeld headers qualifier number 6 underway. We'll bring it on down. The Joshua, Texas racer, the young 19-year-old racer out of Tejas. Blake Clark down there in the 88 car. Going to see Jeremy Kirkendall in the 21K machine out of Little Rock work onto the race lead. Then they're going to be 3 wide right on him. Behind him, here comes Tosh, following the N1 of Nelson.
The UFO Wayne Brooks goes from 6th to 4th on lap number 1, and he's not done there with the inside of Dale Nelson. That's a battle we've seen throughout the past 15 years here at the Schoenfeld Header Stock Car Championship. Dale Nelson been very good, so close to a couple of titles in his own right as Wayne Brooks getting up close and personal with the 88 of Clark. Nelson holding on the final transfer spot with 13 laps to go.
Wayne Brooks down there, the elder statesman racing down here in the Batesville, Arkansas area. Going to come to the inside, brings a UFO downstairs on the N1 of Dale Nelson. They'll work him down into turn number 3 and 4. Battle is now 3 cars for the number 2 spot. It is Blake Clark, and he's got company for that number 2 spot. Brooks to the bottom. Here we go down the back straightaway.
National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer looks to the inside of the Texas driver for the 2nd transfer spot. Dale Nelson going to try to take the final transfer spot from him as well. Smells blood in the water. Clark trying to hold on for dear life. We've got 4 laps. That looks 11 laps remaining in heat race number 6.
Feel the work off of 2 and down the back straightaway. It's going to be Jeremy Kirkendall. Talked to him in the pits earlier. He felt real good about tonight. Oh boy, look at that. Wayne Brooks split the difference in Nelson and Clark. Put Nelson down on the inside. Now Brooks about overdrove the cush. Look at him. They're 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Tosh. Tosh to the inside. Nelson, the orange N1 is right there. Wayne Brooks and Blake Clark is fighting back on the outside.
4 cars for 2 transfer spots. A little up close and personal action between the N1 and the UFO. Salado Flash always got to make it interesting. 5 Schoenfeld header titles for him. He'll look to the inside of his teammate, the UFO Wayne Brooks, down the back straightaway. Nelson to 2nd. Who's going to have 3rd?
It's going to be Tosh right now, pulling that number 11 machine down into the inside of the racetrack, and he's got Wayne Brooks, the UFO machine, to the outside. They'll come across the stripe. 7 down and 8 to go. Tosh there to the number 3 spot. 4th will be Brooks. Now 5th is Clark, but it's still Jeremy Kirkendall, your race leader.
The Wolbash chassis showing the way in that 21K machine. Jeremy Kirkendall in Little Rock, Arkansas, leading this one. Salado Flash Richie Tosh now sets his sights on Dale Nelson, the Milan, Tennessee driver, for the 2nd position. 8 laps complete, 7 to go in our 6th and final heat race.
They'll hurry down the back straightaway. Still going to be Kirkendall, followed by Dale Nelson. Here comes Tosh. Richie Tosh going to come to the inside, looking on Dale Nelson's N1 car. Is there anything to be had as they work down into turn number 1 and 2? It'll still be Kirkendall, Nelson, and Tosh. Brooks back there in 4th. 5th is Clark, then it's Kemp and Williams. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time. There'll be 5 laps to go.
I was talking to Kirkendall yesterday. That chassis from back in 2011 out of the state of Iowa. A long-time chassis brand, Wolbash chassis that is now closed. So that is a little bit of an old car. He's still trying to find some speed in it right now. And he's got the N1 of Dale Nelson and creeping right there behind him, bringing Salado Flash with him.
Down into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Going to be looking at lap number 11 with 4 to go. It will still be Kirkendall, Nelson, Tosh, 1, 2, and 3. Everybody finding that road to hoe, and look at this. Nelson's got a head of steam. He's going to be looking on your race leader. That time by about 6 1/1000ths of a second quicker on the clock. We'll see if the N1 has got the speed to make the deed happen. On down into turn number 1 and 2. Kirkendall, Nelson, and Tosh. 1, 2, and 3. Nelson. Now Tosh to the inside. Here we go down the back straightaway. Richie Tosh to the bottom of Dale Nelson. The 11 and the N1 race side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. This time by 2 laps to go, and the battle's on for 2nd.
Three-car breakaway out front. Richie Tosh, Dale Nelson for the second transfer spot. As Tosh looks to the inside, they both close in the 21K. Can they get around him? They're going to duke it out down the backstretch side by side. The N1 and the 11. Tosh on the bottom. Nelson through the middle. Coming to the white flag this time by.
Oh, Richie Tosh will slide up in front of Dale Nelson for the number 2 spot. Down into turn number 1 and 2, Kirkendall there. There's Nelson back to the inside of Tosh. Great run here in your 6th and final Schoenfeld Headers qualifier. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is coming. It's going to be Jeremy Kirkendall with the win. Richie Tosh and Dale Nelson, your top 3.